Om Namo Narayana. Welcome back to the Teho Bindu Upanishad. Today, in our fourth video, we are doing part 4. The Kumara asked the great Lord, "Please explain to me the nature of Jivan Mukti and Videha Mukti, or embodied salvation and disembodied salvation." The Lord Shiva replied, "I am Chidatma, I am Para Atma, I am Nirguna, greater than the great. One who will simply stay in Atman is called a Jivan Mukta. He who realizes, I am beyond the three bodies, I am the pure consciousness, and I am Brahman, is said to be a Jivan Mukta. He is said to be a Jivan Mukta who realizes, I am the nature of the blissful and of the supreme bliss, and I have neither body nor any other thing except the certitude that I am Brahman only. He is said to be a Jivan Mukta who has not at all got the I in myself, but who stays in absolute consciousness alone, whose interior is consciousness alone, who is only of the nature of absolute consciousness, whose Atman is of the nature of the all-full, who has Atman left over in all, who is devoted to bliss, who is undifferentiated, who is all full of the nature of consciousness, whose Atman is of the nature of pure consciousness, who has given up all affinities for objects, who has unconditioned bliss, whose Atman is tranquil, who has got no other thought than itself, and who is devoid of the thought of the existence of anything. He is said to be a Jivan Mukta who realizes, I have no chitta, no buddhi, no amkara, no sense, no body at any time, no pranas, no maya, no passion, and no anger. I am the great. I have nothing of these objects or of the world, and I have no sin, no characteristics, no eye, no manas, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no hand, no waking, no dreaming, or causal state in the least, or the fourth state. He is said to be a Jivan Mukta who realizes, all this is not mine. I have no time, no space, no object, no thought, no bathing, no junction period ceremonies, no deity, no place, no sacred places, no worship, no spiritual wisdom, no seat, no relative, no birth, no speech, no wealth, no virtue, no vice, no duty, no auspiciousness, no jiva, not even the three worlds, no salvation, no duality, no Vedas, no mandatory rules, no proximity, no distance, no knowledge, no secrecy, no guru, no disciple, no excess, no Brahma, no Vishnu, no Rudra, no moon, no earth, no water, no Vayu, no Akasha, no Agni, no clan, no object aimed at, no mundane existence, no meditator, no object of meditation, no cold, no heat, no thirst, no hunger, no friend, no foe, no illusion, no victory, no past, present, nor future, no quarters, nothing to be said or heard in the least, nothing to be gone to or attained, nothing to be contemplated, enjoyed, or remembered, no enjoyment, no desire, no yoga, no absorption, no quietude, no bondage, no love, no joy, no instant joy, no hugeness, no smallness, neither length nor shortness, neither increase nor decrease, neither illusory attribution nor withdrawal of that condition, no oneness, no manyness, no blindness, no dullness, no skill, no flesh, no blood, no lymph, no skin, no marrow, no bone, no skin, none of the 7 dhatus, no whiteness, no redness, no blueness, no heat, no gain, neither importance nor importance, no delusion, no perseverance, no mystery, no race, nothing to be abandoned nor received, nothing to be laughed at, no policy, no religious vow, no fault, no bewailments, no happiness, neither knower nor knowledge, nor the knowable, no self, nothing belonging to you or to me, neither you nor I, neither old age, nor youth, nor manhood. But I am certainly Brahman, I am certainly Brahman, I am Chit, I am Chit. He is said to be a Jivan Mukta, who cognizes, I am Brahman alone, I am Chit alone, I am supreme. No doubt need be entertained about this. I am Hamsa alone, I remain of my own will. I can see myself through myself. I reign happy in the kingdom of Atman and enjoy in myself the bliss of my own Atman. He is said to be a Jivanmukta who is himself the foremost, and the one undaunted person who is himself the Lord and rests in his own self. He is a Videha Mukta, who has become Brahman, whose Atman has attained quiescence, who is of the nature of Brahmic bliss, who is happy, who is of pure nature, and who is a great observer of silence. He is a Videha Mukta who remains in Kshinmatra alone without even thinking, I am all Atman, the Atman that is equal or same in all, the pure, without one, the non-dual, the all, the self-only, the birthless and the deathless. I am myself, the undecaying Atman that is the object aimed at, the sporting, the silent, the blissful, the beloved, and the boundless salvation. I am Brahman alone, I am Kshit alone. He is a Videha Mukta who, having abandoned the thought, I alone am Brahman, is filled with bliss. He is a Videha Mukta who, having given up the certainty of the existence or non-existence of all objects, is pure consciousness bliss, who, having abandoned the thought, I am Brahman, or I am not Brahman, does not mingle his Atman with anything, anywhere, or at any time, who is ever silent with the silence of Satya, who does nothing, who has gone beyond gunas, whose Atman has become the all, the great, and the purifier of the elements, who does not cognize the change of time, matter, place, himself, or other differences, who does not see the difference of I, thou, this or that, who, being of the nature of time, is yet without it, whose Atman is void, subtle, and universal, but yet without them, whose Atman is divine, and yet without devas, whose Atman is measurable, yet without measure, whose Atman is without inertness and within every one, whose Atman is devoid of any sankalpa, who thinks always, I am Kshinmatra, I am Paramatman, I am only of the nature of spiritual wisdom, I am only of the nature of Sat, I am afraid of nothing in this world, and who is without the conception of devas, Vedas, and sciences. All this is consciousness, etc., and regards all as void. He is a Videha Mukta who has realized himself to be absolute consciousness. He is a Videha Mukta who has realized himself to be Chaitanya alone, who is remaining at ease in the pleasure garden of his own Atman, whose Atman is of an illimitable nature, who is without conception of the small and the great, and who is the fourth of the fourth state and the supreme bliss. He is a Videha Mukta whose Atman is nameless and formless, who is the great spiritual wisdom of the nature of bliss and of the nature of the state beyond Turiya, who is neither auspicious nor inauspicious, who has yoga as his Atman, whose Atman is associated with yoga, who is free from bondage or freedom, without guna or non-guna, without space, time, etc., without the witnessable and the witness, without the small or the great, and without the cognition of the universe or even the cognition of the nature of Brahman, but who finds his spiritual effulgence in his own nature, who finds bliss in himself, whose bliss is beyond the scope of words and mind, and whose thought is beyond the beyond. He is said to be a Videha Mukta who has gone beyond the modifications of Chitta, who illumes such modifications, and whose Atman is without any modifications at all. In that case, he is neither embodied nor disembodied. If such a thought is entertained even for a moment, then he is surrounded in thought by all. He is a Videha Mukta whose external Atman, invisible to others, is the supreme bliss aiming at the highest Vedanta, who drinks of the juice of the nectar of Brahman, who has the nectar of Brahman as medicine, who is devoted to the juice of the nectar of Brahman, who is immersed in that juice, who has the beneficent worship of the Brahmic bliss, who is not satiated with the juice of the nectar of Brahman, who realizes Brahmic bliss, who cognizes the Shiva bliss in Brahmic bliss, who has the effulgence of the essence of Brahmic bliss, who has an imponderable Kshit being one with it, who is supporting all, being full of it, who associates with me, having it, who stays in Atman, having that bliss, and who thinks, all this is of the nature of Atman, there is nothing else besides Atman, all is Atman, I am Atman, the great Atman, the supreme Atman, and the Atman of the form of bliss. And he who thinks, my nature is full, I am the great Atman, I am the all-contented and permanent Atman, I am the Atman pervading the heart of all, which is not stained by anything, but which has no Atman. I am the Atman whose nature is changeless. I am the quiescent Atman, and I am the many Atman. He who does not think this is Jivatma, and that is Paramatma, whose Atman is of the nature of the emancipated and non-one. Emancipated and the non-emancipated, but without emancipation or bondage, whose Atman is of the nature of the dual and the non-dual one, but without the duality and the non-duality, whose Atman is the nature of all and the non-all, but without them, whose Atman is of the nature of happiness arising from objects attained and enjoyed, but without it, and who is devoid of any sankalpa. Such a man is a Videha Mukta. He whose Atman is partless, stainless, enlightened, Purusha, without bliss, etc., of the nature of the nectar, of the nature of the 3 periods of time, but without them, whose Atman is entire and non-measurable, being subject to proof, though without proof, whose Atman is eternal and witness, but without eternity and witness, whose Atman is of the nature of the secondless, who is the self-shining one without a second, whose Atman cannot be measured by Vidya and Avidya, but without them, whose Atman is without conditionless or unconditionless, who is without this or the higher worlds, whose Atman is without the 6 things beginning with Sama, who is without the qualifications of the aspirant after salvation, whose Atman is without gross, subtle, casual, and the 4th bodies, and without the Ana, Prana, Manas, and Vijnana Shis, whose Atman is of the nature of the bliss sheath, but without 5 Shis, whose Atman is of the nature of Nirvikalpa, is devoid of Sankalpa, without the characteristics of the visible or the audible, and of the nature of void, owing to the unceasing Samadhi, who is without the beginning, middle, or end, whose Atman is devoid of the word Prajnana, who is without the idea, I am Brahman, whose Atman is devoid of the thought of thou art, who is without the thought this is Atman, whose Atman is devoid of that which is described by Om, who is above the reach of any speech or the 3 states, and is the indestructible and the Kshidatma, whose Atman is not the one which can be known by Atman, and whose Atman has neither light nor darkness. Such a person is a Videha Mukta. Look only upon Atman, know it as your own, enjoy your Atman yourself, and stay in peace. Be content in your own Atman, be wandering in your own Atman, and be enjoying your own Atman. Then you will attain Videha Mukti. And thus ends this part. Thank you so much for joining me on this great reading. Om Namo Shivaya.